Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban for the Game Boy Advance. Last time we made this wonderful soup of green glowy bits, and today we are going to continue with regular student life at Hogwarts. It's almost time for the Defense Against the Arts class. Which means we need to go to the staff room. Which, if you've been to a school, you know you are never allowed in. And I think it's... yeah, this one. Cool. So, right into the action this episode. No bullshitting around with getting secrets. And straight into a minigame. And Neville's being a bitch as normal. Ridiculous bog out challenge. This is the second of the minigames we've been introduced to. And what do you do? This is on the Game Boy Advance, as it says in the title. As from Canoe in chat, this is being recorded live for my YouTube channel, and it's basically point in the direction opposite to what the thing is coming at you in. But yeah, very basic, very easy. You don't even need to get a decent score in this. You just gotta keep pressing buttons. So if you go for a high score, I'm going to get to 1,000 and end it just to be kind of just keep the game flowing for the Let's Play, and we can now access that from the title screen. I will be doing a bonus video later on toward the end of the LP where I play through all the mini games in order just to show them off properly. And then plot details before we go back to our common room. And now you could use the big staircase, but as we all know, well, as I know, there is this portrait room, which I've shown off before in the Let's Play, but it's a long time since I've recorded this, so I just might as well use it. It's faster. How many items? Status, actually. Just checking my money. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go buy some gear. Because gear is useful in an RPG. Right. Buy a hat. Equip. Give Ron a rope for a belt. Right, so next thing's next is just to go back to the common room and just advance the plot. As you'd expect in a basic JRPG. This isn't a JRPG. This was made in the West. And Hermione's cat is being a silly cat as normal and chasing away Ron's rat. So, of course, it means Ron and Harry must fuck off and go get the rat. As you do. And you get 10 whole XP for doing that. And then auto-scrolled back to the common room, just in case you got lost. And in the 10 seconds you were out of the common room, you get locked out of the common room. Yeah, this game's logic is a bit iffy. So you start with Askaban, who locks you out of the common room, and now you can't get in the common room. Not that you need to, other than for plot progression. So now Ron and Hermione get told to go look for the fat lady, who is down on the 3rd floor, if I am correct. And I'm not going off notes here, I'm doing this all off memory, because I've played this game a lot. And because we haven't been to the 3rd floor yet, there's a chest here with an MP potion in it. Oh yeah, over there is the library. We go there later in the Let's Play, if I am not mistaken. I was very much mistaken as to the whereabouts of the fat lady. Oops. Or should I say big-boned lady, because that is the time we are living in. Again, first visit to the floor, check for chests, we get a Felix Summerby collector's card. And another chest with money in it. Which is nice, money's useful, it means you can buy things. Okay, I am very much mistaken as to the fat lady's whereabouts. Is it 2nd floor then? Probably should have done a quick playthrough to rehearse, but nah. That takes time. Aha! The lady is found! Now we get auto-scrolled over to her. Right past a chest, which is annoying. Apparently Sirius Black has assaulted a painting. Don't know why. Maybe he's a man with a painting fetish. Onto the other chest. With a Fulbert the Fearful collector's card in it. Don't know where I'm going. I'm noodling right now. Let's go over here. Which means back into the common room via the paintings room, because paintings room is the quickest way to get around the castle. And another Defense Against the Dark Arts class, which we must go to. Which, funnily enough, is on the 3rd floor. Which I'm probably thinking, yeah, Rhett, you've probably just gone to the wrong place again and got it misremembered. Well, we'll see about that, because I'm just the most professional Let's Player in the world. Ah. Oh, it's Snape. Snape. Oh god. That portrait of Alan Rickman is just so derpy. Just look at him. This is actually one of the few sections of the game where you can enter this portion of the map without them being monsters. Because normally there would be a load of monsters you can hunt and use the combat system to fill out your pseudo Pokédex, which is the Folio Universitas. No, Folio Bruti, rather. Which I have got a reasonable amount through. And off we go to the library. Which is over here. Handily enough, half of it is on the same floor. However, you've got to go to the desk to find where there would be books about werewolves. Which have had a bit of a scrap with a monster. But before we do that, we must learn about snails. Yes, it is a snail. Which has now made all the blue blobs that are snails appear as snails on the map. And open this chest, get another MP potion. Nice and useful. What's in here? Frog goblins? A clabbot. It looks like a cross between a monkey and a frog. The pustule on its forehead turns scarlet when it senses danger. These things are in danger, alright. You're probably wondering, why am I burning half my MP on these fools? So I can level. And he's got 17 health left, so not even gonna. Oh, not gonna bother using MP. I'm just gonna use the standard Flipendo because it's reasonably good for its MP cost. Because 0 MP, you know. And get 2 Grand Pepper potions for my troubles. Go into the first of the puzzles in this dungeon. With another encounter, because I'm a moron and didn't evade it, but oh well. I think it's got to be on like 1 HP by now. Let's check snails. Okay, cool. I can use that to deal with the snails. Again, first tier spell, not that strong. However, you've got to use it and hope it doesn't miss. God damn it, Ron. Why are you so useless? So that's basically your equivalent of Raw from Pokemon. Just remove the enemy from the fight. And again, Ron being unable to hit a fucking snail. So everyone should level from that. Which refills Harry's MP because we need that. Ooh, got some blubs. That's the first book page. And that's the second. And there we go. That's that first area done. It gives us a collector's card and an armor type that we haven't seen before. So naturally, we must photograph it. Or whatever. Because it's Pokemon, basically. Weak to Incendio, Petrificus, or Glacis, basically. Those are the spells you want to use. Nice crit. And now we've killed one. We can just run away. We don't get any XP for doing that. You only get XP for winning the encounter, but for the sake of speed, I can grind off screen if I need to. Got some money. This left stack of books has to go on this left button. Otherwise you can't put it anywhere else and you have to reset the puzzle. There is a reset button at the bottom, which you can use to reset the puzzle, but there's no real reason to if you just do it that way. Encounter. Ooh, emerald fire crabs. Fiery boys. They shoot fire from their butts. That is such innovative enemy design. Native of Fiji and has a heavily jeweled shell. Weak to Glacis, basically. And Flipendo. Those are the spells you want to be using to damage it. as the emulator decides to, you know, drop frames, as it does. Use the wizard cracker to make it drop some goodies. They've only got 50 health, so actually killing them isn't hard. Kind of praying for a crit, no. Of course Ron doesn't crit. Because he's Ron. And he's bloody useless. Look how low the crab is as well. Ah. It's just annoying, really. Although you can suppose that a lot of these battles will be a bit padded because it's a Game Boy Advance game. There will be limitations you can have to live with. And crab is gone. So that's the lower floor cleared. Let's go do the top floor. There are more encounters I can get through, but I'm going to do the first puzzle first. And then come back and go get them. Oh yeah, you can just miss the spells. That is a thing. $10 XP for everyone. Standard. You get a book page, and you get a Roderick Plumpton collector's card for your troubles on this puzzle. Let's actually first go see what that enemy is. Up here. Mushrooms! Where are the badges? Clumps resembles a fleshy pinkish mushroom. Its preferred food is earthworms, which it digs for with its tentacles. $75 HP, so... And I didn't check the bloody stats. Where is the... I've lost where the mushroom is. There it is. Flipendo and Spongifying Glacius are the ones it's weakest to. Works for me. That doesn't. Harry, why would you miss? Gonna get a free move. With the stun. Lovely crit. as I just go and read Discord instead of playing the game like I should. Oops. That would freeze the game. And cause horribleness for the gear. I'm sorry. And now we go back to the rest of the mission, which is over here. Nothing down there. Ooh, look, a Lumos section that I can just walk across. Cast informers on these salamanders, I think they are. Amazonian salamanders, weak to Glacius and Flipendo, basically. And Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, finally I've leveled that spell on Ron. So yeah, Ron kind of gets left behind in this game. Like, very hard. So, he's of limited use, but he's nice to have when he's actually in the party. Uh-oh, Harry is low on health. Let's get that sweet, sweet item drop. What shall I do? Fuck it, terrorism. Kaboom. That's actually the most damaging special move in the game. And for his troubles, Harry gets KO'd. And everyone will level from that, so it doesn't matter. And we get a Grand Health Potion for our trouble, and straight into a boss. Mini-boss. Whatever. It is a Monster Book of Monsters. A very heavily recurring mini-boss, which is just an annoyance, really. God damn it. Time to make a party member disappear. Which actually makes them disappear. They are still there, though. Basically means it lowers your chance to be hit by the boss. Or any enemy, really. I just use it on bosses. Spongify. This lowers their attack strength? Yeah. It's just nice to have. It's useful. can actually save your bacon in some of the later fights in the game. A nice little crit there. I've got plenty of those, so I'm not going to sweat it over using one of them to refill Harry's MP. So about the characters being invisible when you use Fumos on them. On actual hardware that doesn't happen. Basically what the emulator does is it runs the game at half its frame rate, and so it ends up being that those half frames fall on frames that on original hardware would actually be where the character is invisible. So, not much I can do about that. I find it's more funny to actually have the character invisible rather than the kind of pseudo-invisible they are on the original hardware. And that's the mission, the dungeon done. Or is it? There is one more chest in here, which is an antidote to common poisons, which will come in handy later. There are enemies later in the game that do use poison to their advantage. There's a different kind of snail. An orange snail, I think. Is it an orange snail in the game? I don't know. Let's have a look. Large orange snail. It's exactly the same as the normal snails from downstairs, so I'm not even going to bother fighting it. And we get 2 of our characters leveling up. We're getting 50 XP from that mission. And yes, that was Hermione going awoo. So, last thing to do right now is to go back to class and stall Snape, which is a pretty big feat considering, well, we're stalling him for about the 10 seconds it takes to go upstairs, which is pretty if I had Hermione's essay writing skills, I would have got much higher grades at university. I could spend a whole lot more time just goofing off. It would be brilliant. Where is our research? It's right there. It is acceptable and Ron leveled up. So, right. So now that's that done. I'm going to end the episode off here. So, well, next time we'll be going back to the common room and dealing with whatever's going to happen then. But for now, I'll see you next time.